Breaking the Curse, a Loop of Destiny. Hey everyone, so you know how dreams can sometimes feel super real? Well, I had this wild dream where I was stuck in a loop, trying to break a curse. The catch? I had to gather a bunch of simple objects with the help of different people. But here's the twist. I wasn't allowed to tell them what I was doing. Time was ticking, and I could only remember what to do when the clock was about to run out. Let's dive into this crazy experience and see what it taught me about life and teamwork. Understanding dreams and loops. All right, so let's get into what these dream loops are all about. You might have experienced them too when you're dreaming, and it feels like you're replaying the same situation over and over again. It's kind of weird, right? These loops can symbolize unresolved issues or something our brain is trying to work through while we're asleep. Sometimes they're more like a video game where you just want to beat the next level. And then there's the curse element. Curses in our dreams often represent obstacles in our daily lives that we feel trapped by. Whether it's stress at work or personal struggles, our minds use these vivid symbols to express what we're dealing with. So when you find yourself in a dream loop, it's like your brain is nudging you to pay attention to something important. The tale of the curse. Now let me tell you about this curse in my dream. Picture me, just a regular person, and suddenly I'm thrown into this bizarre world where I find myself facing a challenge I've never encountered before. The curse had me feeling super anxious because if I didn't break it, I might be stuck forever in this weird vibe. It felt like the universe was testing my problem-solving skills. And honestly, I wasn't sure I'd pass. I wasn't alone, though. There were a bunch of folks helping me out, but here's the kicker. I couldn't share what I was doing with them. Imagine having a crew ready to help, and you can't spill the beans on what's at stake. Talk about pressure. I had this limited time to gather objects, and I could feel the clock ticking in my dream. The mix of urgency and secrecy made everything feel even more intense. Who were these helpers? Just people from my life, friends, family, even strangers who popped up out of nowhere to lend a hand. I mean, how cool is it that the universe brings people together for a mission like this? The gathered objects. So what did I even need to gather? Well, it was a bunch of simple objects, but they all had their own little quirks. First up was a tiny pebble. Sounds silly, right? But to me, it symbolized the small yet significant burdens we carry daily. Next, there was a colorful paperclip, a reminder of how small things in life can hold everything together. Then I needed a key. This one was crucial because it represented unlocking potential, not just for me, but for everyone involved. Each item seemed ordinary, but they felt super meaningful in the context of my mission. While I was running around trying to gather these objects, I couldn't explain anything to the people helping me. They just thought I was on some odd scavenger hunt. It made me realize how often we take on challenges without fully revealing our struggles to those close to us. The breakthrough moment. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. As the time was about to run out, I had gathered all the objects, but I was overwhelmed by confusion. Just when I thought I'd failed, bam! A burst of clarity hit me, and I realized I had everything I needed to break the curse. I combined the objects in my mind and had an aha moment. Thank goodness I didn't give up. The feeling of relief and exhilaration washed over me as the curse was lifted. It was like a weight had been lifted, and I finally had the freedom to move on to the next chapter, reflections and lessons. Looking back, this dream was a wake-up call. It taught me that sometimes we have to tackle our problems on our own, but with the support of others, even if we don't share our struggles directly. It's about the journey and the connections we build along the way. So, what's the takeaway from this wild ride? Dreams can offer us valuable lessons about facing challenges and working with others. Have you ever experienced something similar? I'd love to hear your dream stories in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. Thanks for tuning in.